The morning sky. A little touch of red, a little touch of blue. Got some horses. Doing morning checkup. Here's Vincent. He always comes and says hello. What's up, buddy? I don't recall if I've ever brought the camera to your face before. Got a little something right next to your eyeball. Yeah, just a little right here. Okay, Vinny, ready? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You're too quick. You got to go with the time. Come here. I can't reach too far because the electrical line is here. There you go. Okay, see you later, handsome. Moving on. My neat and tidy Lena. She's eating. She doesn't need scratches. What's happening over here? Luke. He poops exactly where he eats. He just poops and then eats, and then poops and eats. Not tidy. Well, sort of tidy, I guess. But Lena's better. Well, it's been about a week since I've last been able to find the time to stroll around with a video camera and stuff. Very busy. As always. There's Peggy. Peggy's doing well. Everybody's still got food. That's nice to see. I like it when they last through the night. I've mentioned that before. If you're new to this channel, we feed our horses 24/7 essentially, if possible, to where they've always got food to chow down on. Don't get bored, hopefully. And when they do get bored, horses tend to chew things up and stuff. Got these two girls back here. They still got food. Oh, I hear dog. There he is. So, looking pretty good. Now look here. I don't know if you guys remember from last time. I knocked these stumps down and I finally cleaned it all up. And then we started doing some work with the horses with the half rounds. They had to be split up because it's too heavy to have apart or have together and move around. But I did make this thing. Look at this. So out of that stump I made this really cool step. So yeah, a little bit busy, being productive. We've got an idea for this log here. This is a cedar log. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. Got an idea for this log. And then this area all in. Oh, and one more thing that got worked on pretty hard actually was the drainage. Super big update in this one, but look at that now. It's really flowing too, out of nowhere. You know, there's nowhere that the water is coming from, but the ground. So it travels along. Put a pipe in here pretty soon, maybe dig it down a smidge more, and then off it goes into the drain, and that solves the drainage problem for a little while. Right, Zeus? Sure. So now it's much lower. The ground water level has been lowered by about 3 or 4 inches. I want to talk about this area today with some horses. So that'll be the next segment of this particular story, because we've got a problem. Well, it's a small problem overall and can be solved without too much issue. I think Ruli's missing a hay bag. Oh no, I only put out one. I thought I put out 2, but I didn't. I put out 1. So this is going down nicely. But it's been raining like crazy, so that's another little update the last little bit. Been working on the back. It's been raining. It's a little chilly today. Beautiful day though. Got lots going on. 2 appointments to get to. Get back here, and then we'll get on with that horse stuff inside of there, because I want to talk about something kind of interesting that I discovered. Not discovered, but sort of rediscovered, I guess, the other day. There's the fish. You see him? Blob of orange right there. Still doing well. They're not even real fish. Well, they are real fish, but I mean, they're not koi or something expensive. They're just feeder fish. You just toss them in there, 50 cents a piece or something. Oh, somebody's calling. That's really... See, what I was saying, I need to give a bit of backstory, is Vincent and Ruli know each other very well. And so I thought maybe I'd put them together, but Ruli's become so attached to Gracie that it just didn't work out. She was too worried. But he likes her. They get along great. Good buddies. Right, Vinny? A good looking horse. Okay, well, let's get on with the day. Lena came up with scratches, so I suppose we ought to scratch her a little. So yeah, actually later last night, I ended up, hi Lena, and some scratches right there. Let's see if we can get the spot. Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, it's more forward. Anyways, so later last night I just thought, well, I'll just put them back. But really kind of, it's a bit of a bossy pants with Gracie for food, so I ended up putting a board across there, as you saw. Separate them a bit. Okay, I'm getting tired. You're not needing that many scratches. Boy, she's a chunky monkey. More exercise for you, girl. Yeah. Okay, let's move on with the day. It's absolutely beautiful today, I gotta say. The sky is nice, looking nice. Got some beautiful clouds. The sun's coming up. It's time to have breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. Check on the horses, make sure everything's good. Where did the dog go? There he is. Jeez. What is it, Zeus? I don't know. Okay, moving on, folks. See you in a little bit. Well, just as I was starting a video, the guy breathes on the lens. Get off of the camera. Oh, alright. Let's see if I can speed this up without scratching things up. Ah, that's good enough. Back up, buddy. Okay, everybody, we're part 2 of this video. Okay, so boy, I come across this an awful lot. I thought I would try to do something quick. Well, not too quick, but quick enough to explain how this process is going to apply to so many different bits of training. So I've got Luke here. If you don't know who Luke is, he's my buddy. I've had him around for most of his life, right? You big pain in the butt. He's very, very good horse. Very, very friendly and cuddly and close. And he listens to a lot of things I have to say, but not everything. And some things are easy, and some things actually he quite struggles with, even though I've taught him so many things and been through so many situations with him and on so many rides and so on and so forth, that I can usually tell when I'm going to have trouble with him in certain circumstances. Now, the way that I sort of work these things out with any horse, and I'm going to use him because he sort of is going to be a good example for this, is I'll do 2 different things. So if there's some kind of obstacle, some kind of thing we got to get past, some area we have to get through, I'll first check to see if I can lead him. And I know all of you are like, oh yeah, lead a horse, great. But the idea of leading the horse versus trying to get them to go through on their own are 2 very different things. So it may seem weirdly obvious to just, well, yeah, of course you lead them through. Of course you do lead them through, but the other side of it is that you also need to be able to get them through before you go through, which is going to be, I'm going to refer to it as driving. So we're going to take our first look at how he goes about through leading. I'm going to just lead him around some stuff, and then I'm going to drive him through some stuff, and then we're going to turn around and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you can do the leading but the driving becomes more trouble, and so it means something. Okay, so we're gonna back up. I'm just gonna lead him out, and you guys can hear my way. So as you can see, he leads pretty well. No problem. No struggle whatsoever. He's not paying attention to other things. He's not trying to wander off. He's pretty much sticking with me. So that's good. You're a good boy. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Now I'm going to drive him a little bit around me, and you'll see what that looks like. It's just basic groundwork. I'm just going to do basic circle, half circle turns, sort of deal. Come on, buddy. Come on. Right, go. Now I'm driving him around me. I'll pick him up to a trot and draw him back. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go the other way. Pretty calm. Pick him up to a trot. And draw him back. And back up. Okay. So I can lead him. I can drive him both directions. I can turn him and he backs up. A little more. A little more. Back up. You're in trouble. Good. And he backs up relatively well. I mean, he's not perfect. It's just a little lazy at the moment. Now, I've got a little obstacle over here we're going to turn over to. Okay. Bring that down a little. And now we're going to see leading, driving. Let's do it. He avoided it. Not bad. Made it through. To the other side. Pretty calm. Okay, so again, we try the lead. Does the lead work? Leading is easier for horses than driving. So now I'm going to try to drive them over. Get back up. Here's my waist space. Come on. Come on. Pretty good, I think. Over. Not bad. Let's try the other way. Now, yeah, good boy. Now the other way is important because we don't want our horses to become one-sided. So we need to work on both sides. Ready? Come on. Come on. Go. No, not towards me. Come on. Yeah, it means go. Come on. Hey. Come on. Forward, not backwards. I don't want to lead you, I want to drive you. So I can lead him, but I can't drive him. As well as the other side. Get moving. Move. Good boy. Okay, come back. All right. Not bad. So you can see there is a difference in leading, driving, driving left, driving right. So he has, I can tell already, and this is pretty normal for most horses, that he has the most trouble going to my right. A lot of horses do. They tend to be more one-sided that way, the other way. And so you'll have more trouble on their right side of their body. What? Okay, so I discovered this yesterday because it was the first time I was able to go work in there. So we're gonna go do some stuff in here and I'll show you guys what I mean. Now this area, hey, stay there. Okay, I'm gonna have him stay where he is. You guys can come this way. Hey, I said stay. Back up. Thank you. Okay, so here we're going to, yeah, something like that. Okay, we're going to do the same kinds of thing here. Now, the problem with this, come on, stay. The problem with this space that I have here is that there's a lot of echo. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to lead him through, and then I'll show you what it looks like to drive him around a little. So first we'll lead. Now there's a lot of echo. When we get in here and the rocks shake around, it sounds like it's coming from everywhere. Freaks him out. Come on. Now that's the weirdest, one of the weirdest spots in there is in that center area there, so I took him there on purpose. I already know he's not going to react well, but I want to show you how leading him somewhere normal compared to leading to somewhere weird, which could be anywhere. It could be in water, it could be in a new arena, it could be in a new place, in a forest, in a parking lot, on a road, it doesn't matter. The leading can fall apart. So we're going to get that a little bit better, and then I'll show you what driving looks like.
that's a little bit better. And you know, I could work on that for a little while longer and get him back to being used to. Because yesterday when I worked on it, he got pretty good, but you know, like everything, sometimes they go a little bit backwards before they come forwards again. But now, leading is easy for horses, as I said. Driving is harder. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to drive a horse around an area that isn't quite ready to even be led yet. But you can find these gaps just like this. Come on. Up. Up. Come. Good. Not bad. The other way. Come on. Back up. Back up. Come on. Well, I gotta admit, he's a little better than I expected. But there's a lot of stutter, there's a lot more encouragement that I need to do to get him to pay attention to everything that I want him to do, and have him just work it out. But the idea that I always find that I always do, I thought I would try to communicate this through here, is that there's a lot of times when you'll be able to lead a horse through or around or by something, but you won't be able to drive them through. And a lot of that applies to things like going through gates and getting in trailers, or just stepping up on top of a log of some sorts. And now he's just eating the root. Must be tasty. So anyhow, I hope that makes a little bit of sense. I'll do some more examples. Luke's my calmest horse, so you know I can really show this with Gracie, for example. I think Lena would do pretty good, but each one of them have their sort of weak areas that they don't travel well. Lena's not very good in traffic, for example. He's just nibbling away at stuff. Anyhow, I don't really want him in here, but so you know, we'll leave it at that for now, but hopefully that makes sense, and I'll cover this more in the future, because hey, no, you're gonna get out of here. Actually, get back, because it's important, and it can be a really good indication that your horse is actually having trouble with something, where you might think that leading them by is no problem, but you go to ride them, which is where you're doing your driving, you won't make it. It could be anything, and the horse will just freak out because you're not leading anymore. You're asking them to be sort of with or ahead of you. So, hey, stop! Don't dig this up. Not cool, man. Looking for food. So, no, take off. Drive you backwards. Gotta be able to drive them backwards. Oh well. Okay, we'll leave it at that, but if you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, buddy, let's get out of here. Come on, back up.